Welcome to our channel. Keeping a close tab on the temperature and humidity levels in your home or business has numerous benefits. It can improve your family's health, ensure that your pets are okay while you're away, or save you thousands of dollars in mold removal or pipe replacement costs. If only you didn't have to walk over to the thermometer each time and note the readings down on a piece of paper. With a wireless temperature sensor, the days of manually tracking humidity and temperature levels are over. These ingenious sensors are easy to set up where they're needed, and their readings can be viewed remotely either on a separate console or through an app. Before you continue, please click on the subscribe button below. Number 10 is SENSORPUSH Wireless Thermometer Hygrometer. Sometimes small environments like display cabinets or instrument cases need to be monitored too, and a bulky temperature sensor just won't do. Luckily, the SENSORPUSH is a tiny yet powerful temperature and humidity sensor you can place and access from anywhere. Best of all, it's as accurate as bigger models, only trailing a little behind our overall winner. The small size of this sensor lets you place it where others just couldn't reach. It's powered by a tiny coin cell battery that provides the sensor with enough juice to keep reporting for a year or more if conditions aren't too cold. Setting it up involves downloading a smartphone app and holding it close to the phone for the Bluetooth pairing sequence to be complete. There's also a Wi-Fi connection option, but more on that later. Number 9 is IHOME ISS50 5-in-1 Smart Monitor. All sensors we've reviewed do a great job of reporting what the temperature and humidity are like. iHome's Smart Monitor does this too, while being able to detect sound, movement, and light levels as well. It doesn't have the broad range and sensitivity of some other models, but its sheer versatility, augmented by support for lots of third-party smart devices, meant we couldn't pass up on it. The first peculiar thing you'll note about the Smart Monitor is its power source. Unlike other battery-powered devices, it draws its power from your home's grid and can work indefinitely. It also has a somewhat bulky design that makes it stable and makes room enough for a big, dimmable LCD screen. Plug it in and you're ready to go. Unless you also want to pair it with HomeKit, that is, in which case you'll need to scan the provided QR code. Number 8 is GOVEE Thermometer Hygrometer. Next up is an affordable and somewhat basic model, the GOVEE Thermometer Hygrometer. Its wide temperature range and excellent sensitivity make this one of the most accurate sensors we've seen. Couple that with a fair price and no monthly fees, and it's easy to recommend GOVEE as a bare-bones solution to anyone who insists on at least the basic smart features. This sensor has been cleverly designed for both convenience and utility. As it runs on batteries that have been tested to last over 6 months, you can place it anywhere. Some two-sided adhesive tape is included for wall mounting. Number 7 is LaCrosse Technology 926-25106 WGB Wireless Monitor System Set. Sometimes measuring the ambient temperature won't be enough for you to get a complete picture. That's why this wireless monitor system is made by LaCrosse Technology, comes with a wet probe you can use to accurately gauge not only the conditions outside, but in the soil and water as well. Whenever you need a reliable way of measuring the temperature of the water in your pool or judging the readiness of your garden for planting season, this is the sensor to get. The 926-25106 WGB system consists of a gateway which plugs into a standard power outlet, a battery-powered sensor, and the wet probe. 4 more sensors can be bought separately and monitored through the app. The sensors have an excellent range and their signal strength isn't lowered by distance or obstacles, so expect accurate results even if the receiver is far away. The sensors monitor temperature and humidity conditions constantly and update their findings every minute. You can look these up online or via the free app. If you bought multiple sensors, you can name each and gain access to all of their readouts. You can also set up thresholds and alerts. Number 6 is a Quara Temperature and Humidity Sensor. The tiny temperature and humidity sensor from Quara is powered by a single CR2032 coin cell battery, which can keep it running for up to 2 years. They work from negative 20 degrees Celsius, negative 4 degrees Fahrenheit, to 50 degrees Celsius, or 122 degrees Fahrenheit, with an accuracy of plus or minus 0.3 degrees Celsius, or plus or minus 0.5 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty good. When bought directly from China, the Aquara temperature and humidity sensor can be had for a very low price. These sensors are also reasonably good at measuring the humidity of a room with an accuracy of plus or minus 3%. Though not advertised in the sensor's name, they can also measure atmospheric pressure. One thing to note is that the Aquara temperature and humidity sensor won't be continuously reporting to your Zigbee adapter. Instead, it will cleverly conserve power by only reporting once the value change reaches a certain threshold. Yet, I have found the Aquara temperature and humidity sensor to react rather quickly when the shower is being used. Number 5 is Ambient Weather WS10X4. Do you need a multi-sensor solution for a large home with pets in danger of a heat stroke in summer, or a warehouse full of pipes that may freeze in winter? If you're willing to forego some smart features, you'll find that the WS10X4 is a system worth considering. It comes with 4 sensors already and can be expanded to 8, offering a comprehensive and accurate overview of current conditions in multiple environments. This monitoring system includes a central console you can set up indoors, which has its own thermometer and hygrometer, and 4 additional sensors that can be placed outside. The console will run for a year or more on 4 AAA batteries, while the sensors need 2 each. Inserting the batteries is everything you need to get going, so setup is a cinch. Number 4 is Xiaomi Bluetooth Low Energy Sensors. Xiaomi produces a number of Bluetooth Low Energy BLE sensors which come in all kinds of shapes and sizes. These have the added bonus of having a screen which will display the current temperature and humidity. A few of them use e-paper displays, which I very much like the look of. By using an e-paper display, the time, temperature, and humidity is legible even when the sun is out. Getting BLE sensors integrated with Home Assistant used to be quite a tricky task, but thankfully, ESP Home has largely solved that issue. Using the Xiaomi BLE component, you can connect these temperature and humidity sensors to an ESP32 using only a few lines of YAML. You won't need to do any soldering, as the bare ESP32 and an old phone charger is all that you need. Despite the setup being easier, some beginners might still struggle with it. Number 3 is SHELLY H&T Wi-Fi. If you don't want or have a Zigbee hub and keep all your sensors connected via Wi-Fi, the SHELLY H&T might be for you. The SHELLY H&T is considerably bigger than the Aquara sensors because Wi-Fi is a lot more power hungry than Zigbee. On battery, the SHELLY H&T will last about 16 months, but it can also be powered with the USB power supply, making it more flexible than the other sensors. Personally, I don't like the design of this sensor. Wi-Fi needs more power in comparison to Zigbee and BLE, so there's no way that SHELLY H&T could run for an extended period on a single coin cell battery. It looks big and bulky in comparison to the Aquara sensors I use. Those can be hidden away on a bathroom cabinet or stuck to the wall. The SHELLY H&T will take some skill to hide. Number 2 is DIY humidity and temperature sensors. A DIY temperature and humidity sensor powered by ESP Home will more than likely have to be powered from the wall. On the bright side, this does allow for continuous recording. And because you're using ESP Home, you aren't restricted to just adding one sensor. You could also hook up more sensors, attach some LEDs, or use it for presence detection. And finally, if you have the option of building your sensors, grab yourself an ESP8266 or ESP32 board and a BME260 temperature sensor, and you will be good to go. Thanks to ESP Home, the code for a custom sensor is written and compiled in next to no time. Number 1 is TEMP Stick Wireless Temperature Sensor. There's always at least one deal breaker that keeps most temperature sensors from being perfect. Either they're inaccurate, offer no historical data for comparison, or come with a hefty monthly subscription if you want to access anything other than current data. We're thrilled to say that Ideal Science's TEMP Stick is plagued by none of these. It's the most reliable, accurate, and easy-to-use temperature sensor we've ever had the pleasure of testing. The TEMP stick is a smart sensor that you can set up anywhere and get detailed reports from via Wi-Fi. Installing it's a breeze. Insert the included batteries, pair it with your phone, and start receiving accurate temperature as well as humidity data on your phone or web browser immediately. Depending on how many times per day you pull accumulated data, the batteries can last up to a year. That's it for this wonderful video, friends. Like and subscribe and leave us a comment about which sensor was your favorite.